Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Jordan, Dowdy, thank you very much for joining me right now. You are taking on Raymond Gray at the Shamrock FC card coming up on the 16th of April. The fight itself, it's nearing. Is your training camp on point? Is everything feeling great?
Yeah, everything is looking good. I'm pretty happy with it. Everything seems to be on track to reach the good peak as far as being in condition in every aspect, and my weight is good. I'm ready to go. I'm pretty happy with how everything's turning out. I mean, I'm damn near killing myself getting ready for this one. Ray's a tough opponent. I respect him a lot, and I'm excited to even meet and talk to him because that's just kind of how it is. He's not my enemy. He's my opponent, and I'm excited to see what the culmination of all these efforts are going to be.
So, knowing it's a tough fight, I imagine then that you've either looked at his fights yourself or that your coaches have done the work for you in researching him.
Somewhat. I mean, there's some video that I haven't watched of him. Some people around me have. I'm kind of of two minds of it. Like, I'll watch tape on somebody sometimes, and then there's times where I'm just not feeling it, and I'm just going to work on my stuff. So, it's kind of weird because I don't want to rely too much on tape. Tape can show you tendencies and stuff like that. But the one thing about tape is if you get comfortable with what you see there, and that's what you expect, you could always be surprised. Because you think you're going to get the same fighter on tape, that could be a big mistake because you're assuming that they're improving their game and working on their stuff. And I'm assuming he trains just as hard as I do. And, to do anything other than that and to give him that respect would be a detriment.
No, I'm with you on that one. I agree. I'm sure that you've been developing your skill set since your last fight, and as well as Raymond. For yourself, then, like I said, is there anything particularly you've been trying to work on your overall game as your overall arsenal, not just for a specific fight, but just in general?
Well, every time I step on the mats, and every week, I set new goals, or I'll have something I see that I'm working on. I never really spent a good bulk of time just working on my striking, just working on my wrestling. I work all those things together, and I drill everything in 1 week, and I try to add those things into any of the sparring rounds, see what goes from there, and then I get like a Q&A feedback from my coaches, and they all see progression arc, and I try and stay on that. So the way I always equate it is like when you make a player in a video game, and you always try and balance out their skill set. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be well-rounded enough in everything that where the fight has to go, what position it ends up in, no matter how I feel that day and what I'm dealing with, I have a path to victory. So I just try to make sure to hit on everything I can. It's rather obsessive, too. But, I mean, that's what it takes. If I'm not going to work that hard and round out my corners, then someone's going to expose it, and that's just how it's going to be. So I try and heat that off as much as possible by just being as well-rounded as possible.
No, you're spot on there with what you're saying. It is really, being well-rounded is key. I find that a lot of fighters I've spoken to as well, a few of them have went back to the pure martial arts, as in, pure jiu-jitsu or pure boxing. They're not, because obviously with MMA, it's an idea of trying to blend everything together. Some guys have went back to doing just pure martial arts, just to sometimes get a feel for it. Is that something that you've maybe thought about doing? Do you do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitions when you're not fighting? Just to work on maybe that skill set.
Well, there's been some grappling tournaments that have come up in between fights or when I'm in camp, but I'm too wary of trying to do that and taking an injury or something. I'd rather just train hard that day and take care of that. And I do get the mindset of going to more pure martial art to test yourself there. I think it can become too much if you rely on it, but to test yourself in there and take attributes of it and develop it into your own game, that's the art part of martial arts. So I can see why people are doing that, but if someone gets too comfortable with de-grappling, they can expose themselves to being open for strikes whenever they're actually grappling. Like they can try a high guard pass and leave their chin right there, and someone just punches them even from the bottom. So there's ways to implement that, but you got to have the right mentality about to bring it all home and implement it to your game. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, because every fight is different. Every fighter approaches training, the way they look at things. For example, for yourself, I am sure that this fight camp differed from the last fight camp and the one before.
Yeah, it's all about just getting better every time. And really, people call it fight camp, but I'm always training. I mean, the only thing I do differently is I up my intensity, I up my rounds, and, I added some two-a-days in on the weekend, but I'm almost always doing two-a-days on the weekend anyway. It's just more, I have a date, I have a focus, I'm cutting the weight, and I just up the intensity, but I'm always training. There really is no off-season.
I suppose you could call. I know you can maybe want to reword it to like peak camp, because you want to, you're trying to peak at the right time, aren't you? So you could maybe in the future they may look to change it from fight camp to peak camp, because a lot of guys I've spoke to, and even the women I've spoke to as well, they're trying to stay not all year round. They're trying to stay in shape all year round. You can't stay on at that peak all year round, because you'll just wear yourself out. But everyone's already like maybe 80% ready.
Yes, absolutely. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And there's just something about staying active, and you just get better that way too. Like the hardest thing for me, and my coaches even kind of get on me about it, is sometimes they have to force a day off on me. I had a fight one time, and I showed up to the gym Monday, and they kicked me out. I had a fight on Saturday, showed up on Monday, and they kicked me out that day. And I was just like, but I didn't take any injury. And they're like, dude, go eat a burger, go drink a beer, go watch a movie, go do something. And I'm like, yeah, but I have shit to work on, But and that's kind of where they come in on there. I'm just obsessive over it, and I'm not the only one. It's just kind of how we are. I just know that someone out there is going to be working hard, and I'm just out to learn in this and capitalize on my competing window while it's here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, got to capitalise, because the fight game isn't something that you can stick it forever. Because as much as I would love to be doing the fight game when I'm 60, 70 years old, my body will not be able to.
Completely agree. I see it as in a few different arcs, right? So there's an arc, if it's done correctly, where you're learning. This is where you can compete. I think people fight too soon. I've been to fights, and you got to have a position. You gotta have a move for every position. I've seen people get stuck, or they have no ground game. They should not be competing yet.
Yep.
So I think there's that arc where you're first learning, getting comfortable, and then you have your competing window, and then you have your professional competing window. And then when that's over, you can kind of pick and choose these tournaments, maybe do some fights for fun. And then after that, you're still, if you're a martial artist, you're still in there, you're still actively training, and then you turn more to mentor and coach. And that's how you give back to the sport. You give back to what it did for you. And over that arc, I'm looking to go through that as healthy as I can, as intact as I can, and have as much fun as I can, and learn as much as I can. Because I'm never going to own all this stuff. There's way too much to do. You're never going to own all of it. You're going to have peaks where some stuff's working, you're going to have peaks where other stuff's going to work. And you're always going to see something someone else does that you haven't seen. It's very humbling.
Oh, yeah, I'm the same. I look forward to being, like I say, 60, 70 years old and still learning, still going, standing there and going, that's good, that works. Okay, let's put this in. I look forward to always having to add to that, that kind of sponge in my, because you got to have your brain, it's got to be a sponge, you've got to absorb as much as you can. I look forward to always adding to it, because you always do. Even yourself, you'll admit, you'll watch stuff, and even when you're not training, say if, for example, you're on a break and you're watching guys train, you'll see them do stuff, and you'll learn just watching.
Yeah. My brother's been dealing with an injury to his back for a while, so he's been doing a lot of watching, but it's kind of amazing to see how much he's picked up just watching as he's getting back into it now.
Yeah.
Just from watching and studying film, and he's definitely learned how to adapt some of that stuff in there, and I can definitely relate to what you're saying. It's kind of interesting to see.
It is awesome. I love it myself, and it sounds like you kind of got yourself in that position in the fight game to where you want to be personally. You've kind of got these steps in place where you're trying to be at the peak of your kind of optimal human physical self, and mental as well. You're in the mental right place. And going into this Raymond fight, I'm sure that you're probably feeling that everything's kind of coming together. You know, you kind of got this nice wave of momentum coming in.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would change is I wish I would have fought more often. I wanted to fight the next month after Bellator, and I wanted to fight then in January, and then I wanted to fight in February, and then I was lined up to fight in March, and then that one fell apart, and I just, here I am. It's going to be 5.5 months since my last fight, and I didn't really have an injury or anything. I took a cut, but it wouldn't have stopped me from fighting. I had a plastic surgeon sew it up. But, okay, just, I wanted to build a new streak immediately. I haven't been able to relax. I've been pissed. I've been training my fucking ass off. And I just, I got something to prove, and it wasn't like something was taken from me. I just got caught in the moment. And that's what fighting is. Fighting is moments. So,
yes.
And anything can happen in a fight. Anyone that's been in one knows that. It's a wild animal. So I'm just trying to get everything covered, all my bases covered, get as skilled as I can get, as well-rounded as I can get, because you can win 90% of a fight and then you lose one moment and it's over.
Oh, yeah.
And anybody that's been in there can tell you that, and you have to give respect to your opponent. Otherwise, you're just being dumb.
I've done the same. I'm with you on that one, Jordan. I've done exactly been in the same place, my friend. It's incredibly frustrating, and I'm sure, like you say, 5.5 months since you last fought, you've got this built up kind of energy to you want to expel upon Raymond. It's going to be a hell of a card anyway. Shamrock FC, they're a good promotion, solid guys. Jesse does great work there. I love what they do. I love the crew there. They're a great bunch of people. You're in great hands for that weekend on the 16th. And Jordan, I'm sure you're going to have a great time against Raymond. But before I let you shoot off, can you let anyone at home know if you've got any social networking stuff they can jump onto to give you a follow?
Yes, they can find me on my public Facebook page. If you just search Jordan Dowdy, you'll find it on there. You can give that a like to find me. Twitter's just at Jordan Dowdy. My Instagram is jordan.dowdy. And those are pretty much the only things I got going right now. And that's the easiest way to find what I'm doing and see some of the stuff I'm tagged in. I'm trying to get off of my personal Facebook being friended so much because I'm trying to keep that in my world as this is getting to another level.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to interact with people and talk with them. And, if people are interested in what I do, that's awesome. They can also find my fights on YouTube if you just search my name. There's a few pretty good ones out there. So,
I'll put a link. I'll put a link on for one of Jordan's fights on the description for you to click on to, folks, so you can have a look at some of his fights. And Jordan, any sponsors there that help you out?
Yeah, I have to thank the sponsor. It's actually where I work too. Sub-Zero Cryotherapy. They keep me in great shape. My friend Megan, she's my manager too. She keeps me in one piece. She's a licensed physical therapist and massage therapist, so she's always kind of helped piecing me back together as, I obsessively break my body down, and the cryotherapy helps as well. And I got to thank my cousin at Luxury Business Systems. His contracted service he does a lot for me. He comes to all my fights, and it's my gym, CMMA Fighting Systems, and then I have the War Room. I have guys up there that are just really good at pushing me, and John Menke helps me a lot with my ground. I got to thank my brother a lot. Now that he's getting healthier again, he's a good eye to have on my team because he knows my tendencies, he knows what it does, and he helps me a lot with my two-a-days and pushes me. So I would not be where I am without him helping push me again, and that's invaluable to me. So I'd like to give a shout-out to Jake Dowdy as well.
Awesome, Jordan. Sounds like you've got a great crew around you. Have a fantastic weekend at Shamrock FC. And look, hopefully it won't be 5.5 months till the next one.
I hope not, man. Thank you very much.